So here's what I noticed though. Our presentations fell to like a third last week of what they were the week before. Now, we're not really having presentation contests. We're not really pushing that, but that shouldn't happen, right? Now, it could happen if there was like a hurricane. It could happen if there was an earthquake. It could happen if there was a new corona, but there was no valid reason for the presentations to fall 2/3 last week, right? So we need to come back and go back to the basics. I appreciate Paula and Michaela doing these trainings. And some of you guys are kind of like, I've heard this before, I've heard it before, I've heard it before. Well, the question you can ask yourself is, are you doing it yet? Are you doing it yet? Right? Because in the studies of what I looked at with habits lately, I've noticed you have to do something 63 times before it becomes a habit. Remember they used to say like, oh, 27 days or 21 days, you guys ever heard of that? You do it for 21 days, it's habit. It's actually now 63 because of the distractions that you guys have in your life, right? Your biggest distraction, probably the apps on your phone, right? Second is the relationships you have, right? Relationships just move a lot faster than they used to, you know what I mean? Back when, I was a gentleman caller, like, hey girl, what's up? I had to pick up a phone, dial a phone. It took, 5 or 6 weeks, sometimes to really start building a relationship. Some of you guys started a relationship Friday night and it ended by Sunday morning. You know what I mean? I'm just like, wow. And you're like, oh yeah, their parents do this. You knew everything about them. And I'm just like, wow, as fast as things move, you got to realize to get the same result you had before, you have to do more. If you make 63 great presentations, right, I can guarantee that you've now made this career a $100,000 a year career with 63 good presentations, right? Now, your first 4 might not count, right? If you can't get through them without, needing someone to come save you, those don't really count. But 63 good, solid presentations probably actually make you a master at this, right? And if you're a master at presenting, everything else is subpar to it, right? Because if you're a master at presenting, you can bring in cases, right? Are you worried about everybody else surrounding you on your team? No, you got a bunch of cases. Hey man, I need some help, right? As an AD or an SA, right? If you can close cases, are you worried about recruiting the next person? No. Are you worried about training them? No. So I think a lot of you guys need to write down that number, that 63, right? And figure out a way to keep track and say, you know what? I'm going to get to 63 presentations personally, not someone else doing it for me, personally as fast as possible, right? Because I can pretty much tell you, if you do 63 presentations, you might be as good as me.